Ion had always dreamed big. He wanted to build something meaningful, not just for himself, but for his family and the people around him. He wasn't afraid of hard work. But no matter how much effort he put in, success seemed to slip further away. His first business, a small cafe, failed within a year. Rent was high and customers were few. He tried an online store, but no one bought his products. Then he started a food delivery service, but big companies dominated the market. Each failure drained his savings, his energy, and his confidence. His friends started doubting him. Maybe business isn't for you, Ion. Even his family, who had once encouraged him, now seemed concerned. Beta. You've tried so hard. Maybe it's time to find a stable job. Ion felt like a failure. Every attempt had only led to disappointment. The weight of expectations, self-doubt, and repeated setbacks became unbearable. One evening, feeling lost, he wandered into a quiet park and sat on a bench. The city lights flickered in the distance, but he felt like he was in complete darkness. An old man sat beside him and noticed his troubled face. Why do you look so defeated, son? Ion sighed. I've tried everything, but I keep failing. Maybe I'm just not meant for success. The old man smiled gently. Let me tell you a story. Do you know how a bamboo tree grows? Ion shook his head, uninterested. The old man continued. A farmer plants a bamboo seed and waters it every single day. 1 year passes, nothing. 2 years, still nothing. 3 years, no sign of growth. For years, nothing at all. Any ordinary person would think the seed is dead. But in the 5th year, something incredible happens. The bamboo suddenly shoots up, growing nearly 90 feet in just a few weeks. Ion frowned. That doesn't make sense. How can something grow so fast after doing nothing for years? The old man chuckled. But here's the secret. For those 4 years, the bamboo wasn't failing, it was growing underground, developing strong roots to support its massive height. If it had grown too soon, it would have collapsed under its own weight. He looked at Ion with wise eyes. Success is the same, my boy. Just because you don't see results now doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing where it matters most. When the time is right, your success will rise higher than you ever imagined. Ion sat in silence, absorbing the words. He realized that his failures weren't wasted time, they were lessons. He had been growing all along. Even that night, he made a decision. He wouldn't give up. Instead of focusing on his failures, Ion focused on what he had learned. He studied market trends, took business courses, and connected with successful entrepreneurs. Then, he tried again. This time, instead of competing with big food delivery companies, he focused on a niche: homemade, healthy meals for office workers who had no time to cook. He partnered with home chefs, offering them a platform to sell their food. At first, it was slow. Orders trickled in. Some days, there were none at all. But Ion remembered the bamboo tree. He stayed patient. He improved his service, listened to customer feedback, and kept working. Weeks turned into months. Slowly, his business started growing. More chefs joined his platform. More customers came in. His revenue increased. The same people who once doubted him now admired him. His friends, who had told him to quit, now asked for advice. His parents, who once worried, now beamed with pride. One day, standing in his bustling office, looking out at the city skyline, Ion smiled. He finally understood success takes time, but when it comes, it grows beyond imagination.